Hello, we are live. There is a slight delay on this webinar, so I will just wait a little while. So if you are logging in, just coming in, if you can, on the right-hand side, you'll see there's a little chat section on the right. If you click chat, if you can just say something like "Hello, I can hear you," something like that. And then click enter, and I'll start the little chat there. That's quite important today because my MacBook Pro broke down a couple of days ago, and I've gone back to my backup laptop, which is Windows based, and we're in the middle of moving house, so there's a lot of chaos going on around here. So I wasn't sure if this was going to work on my backup computer. So if you can, when you come in, just on the right hand side, if you could just let me know that you can hear me okay, or if there's any echo or any problems, because I can't use I usually have a Blue Yeti audio, and that usually does the audio, so I'm having to use the default audio here, so it might not work very well. So if you're arriving right now, if you can just go over to the right-hand side and just in the chat box, just say hello and let me know if you can hear everything. And what I'm going to do, because I wasn't sure if this was going to work, there's going to be glitches with the webinar because I'm on a different computer and the audio is not sorted correctly. What I've done is preloaded. I've got a video from a webinar I did a couple of weeks ago called the Chakra Balancing Act, and that had a little mini flow for each of the 7 chakras. So I'm going to load that video up, and you'll see that video of that webinar I did a couple of weeks ago. I might stop it a little bit early, but that video is around about sort of 30 minutes long. So I'm going to play that now. Someone's saying, okay, great, you can hear me. Okay, brilliant. That's good to know. So yeah, what I'll do, this today was meant to be about the sacral chakra, themed lesson plan with the sacral chakra. I've done the lesson plan. And if you take the 7-day trial, when you go to the bonus section, the bonus members area, you'll click the bonus link and you'll scroll down to the bonus section, and you'll see, I'll probably add that tomorrow. I'll add the lesson plan and the handouts and stuff probably tomorrow. That's probably Friday, Saturday. So I'll still be adding that as a bonus, but because I wasn't sure if people would be able to see me or hear me or anything, I'm not sure if the screencasting is going to work, so I will load the video up from 2 weeks ago. And then any questions you've got at any time during that, you can go to the chat section over there on the right-hand side, and you can ask me any questions as we're going, and I can answer them as that video is playing. So at the end of that video, I'll just stop the video. If you're not already on a 7-day trial, I will load 7-day trial button will come up, and you can take that. I think a lot of you might already be on that because that's available on my website anyway. And you can go to the website, georgewatts.org, and go to the Yoga Teacher Lesson Plan Kit page in the store. If you click the store button at the top, you'll see the Yoga Teacher Lesson Plan Kit page, and you can go to that and you can sign up for the free 7-day trial. I think probably most of you are on that. So what I'm going to do now, I will load that video up now. Hopefully this works. I've never done this before. There is an 8-second delay with the webinar. So yeah, sometimes it might be a little bit weird why there's a delay or why I'm talking and something's not quite syncing properly, but that's naturally how it is with the webinar. So I'm going to go to the video now. I'm going to play that video. And again, anytime you want to chat with me, click the chat box on the right-hand side and just type away, and I'll answer anything you've got during the webinar, and also there'll be a Q&A at the end of the webinar. So probably 5 minutes or so, 10 minutes at the end of the webinar, I'll do questions and answers. Okay, so I'm going to play that video. Hopefully it works. Yeah, let's see. Let's give it a go. Hello everyone, it's 7 o'clock. The live webinar is starting. So it might be a few people sort of coming in a little bit later, but if you're sitting on the right hand side, just see a little chat, little box over there. And when you just arrive, just so I can see people who are actually here, if you can just say, hello George, I'm here, or something to that effect, that'd be great. So yeah, so I'll get started. And yeah, my name is George, George Watts. And if you're here today, right now, you've probably come to my well, definitely come to my website to sign up for the live demo for the Yoga Genie. But it's not just about the demo. This is a bit of a mini workshop as well. So you know, there's no pressure to get oh, hello. There's a few people saying hello there. Thank you very much. So yeah, there's no pressure to get the Yoga Genie at the end. It's just me giving a demo, and if you like it, you can join us. If not, you know, I've got a bunch of bonuses at the end of the webinar, and you'll get a free trial, a free 7-day trial, and you'll get full access to all the bonuses. So these are all the bonuses that all my members get. So there's no strings attached. You get a free 7-day trial just for showing up today, because I respect your time. I'm going to keep it. I've started my alarm. You'd be proud of me. I've started the alarm. I'm not going to go over 30 minutes. So I'm going to try to keep it under 30 minutes as well. So keep it short and sweet for you. And yeah, at the end, I'll have that little offer will pop up on the screen, and you can take that 7-day trial and you get access to all the bonuses. So I might cover one or two of them if I've got time here. So yeah, so getting started, what I'm going to do is you might see behind me, I've got my little mind mapping thing and stuff that I've done to, normally when I do a themed lesson plan, I kind of do a bit of a mind map and have a bit of fun with it. So do it on paper or like that, and then I can go over to the Yoga Genie to create a plan for me to be able to work from, to take into class with me and to share with my students. So yeah, I will share you the screen, and I will show you the Yoga Genie and go through it. So let me just share my screen. Seeing my my screen here, so I've got the Yoga Genie lesson planner up, but I'll go end in mind first. So I'll show you how the lesson plan is there. I called it the Chakra Balancing Act, and this is the short version, how the short version kind of looks like. So there's a short version, and here's the long version. Long version has a bit of a description about it. And has a bunch of columns. So if you're a yoga teacher and you've been through the training, this is the standard that you have for most yoga teacher training. You've got the time, the image, the pose, description, modifications and precautions columns. And this just has the long version of everything here. So yeah, I'll just go through basically how I've created these two little versions. So it's the same lesson plan, obviously, but there's a short and long version where we go to and do the print settings. So when we're in the lesson plan, when you first come in, it will be a blank screen. And what you can do, what I did here, we've got about almost 4,000, coming up to 4,000 shared lesson plans. So I'm not going to show you how to do it now. When you go into the free trial, there'll be all the video tutorials on how to do all this. So I don't want to waste time. We're on a really narrow schedule. But essentially, you can go in here, click search lesson plans, and you can search for, put a name in and search by name, or search for whatever comes up. And I just put the name in for chakra, and a bunch of lesson plans came up, and I chose one, and then I just made some changes to it. So you can copy it, and it comes into your dashboard, and then you can edit it, and it's your lesson plan. So all the shared lesson plans. So say if Bob had shared a lesson plan, and you go in and copy it, you can now edit that plan, but it won't affect Bob's plan. So that's kind of how it works. So yeah, and every day we get about sort of 10, 15, 20 new lesson plans every day shared by our community. So that's nice of them. So here, yep. So this is the how the lesson plan looks. So just a drag and drop. We've got over 1,000 poses, and you can go into any of these categories over here on the left, and you can look by category. And when you find something that you like, you can just drag it into the lesson plan if you want to do. So you can say if you wanted that, you can just drag it in. And that's how the drag and drop feature works. You can copy poses. So if you like that pose and you wanted it to, a few of the different places in the plan, you can click the copy icon on the top right, and that will just copy it, and you can then drag that. Maybe if you wanted that there, it'll go over there. So there's the sort of basics. I'll just delete those. Let me just delete that. And because there's so many different, I created this for myself. I'm a yoga teacher. I'm through the British Wheelie Yoga, because there's so many different training organizations. The print setting, again, I'm not going to go into it now because that's what the tutorials are for afterwards, but you click this red button and there's lots of different, you can basically tailor how you want the lesson plan to look. So here is the long version. When you go into the print settings, you could remove the modifications column, the precautions column. You can get rid of the Sanskrit. Any of this stuff here you can remove and change. Same with the short version. Say if you didn't want just wanted the Sanskrit and not the English, you can get rid of the English and just have the Sanskrit showing. If you didn't want the boxes around the poses, you can get rid of the boxes. So it really, there's a lot of flexibility with how how the lesson plan looks at the end. But these are the two normal. Normally you kind of have a long plan, and that's sort of your practice plan for yourself and for maybe some of your students. Maybe even your beginner students could, you can give this to them at the beginning of a 6 or a 10-week course. That'd be fine. But usually we give, this watered down version is good to take into class to teach from as well, but also to give to your students as a nice watered down, easy to follow version. So yeah, if we look at the lesson plan, so the lesson plan that I created kind of has, it's kind of like 7 kind of mini flows, 7 sort of mini lesson plans in one, because obviously there's 7 chakras here. And yeah, so I'll just show you how it looks. I'll just minimize that. And before I carry on, I'm just going to make sure, because of the technology here, I'm just going to stop the could you all see that screencast okay? So are there any technical glitches? So if you could see the screencast that I was talking through there, fine, and everything okay, just say yeah, okay. Just type, if you can, just type into the messaging. And if there's any problems, you couldn't hear or see me, or sorry, see the screen. Okay, yeah, so you can all see the screen. Okay, yeah, great. Okay, brilliant. I thought I'd better double check. Yeah, everyone's fine. Okay, good. I'll go back to that. I'm going to share my screen again. There's over 1,000 poses in the lesson planner at the moment, so lots and lots. So what you can do, if you wanted to, you can click this yellow icon at the top. That's the search for pose icon, and that's a way that you could search by Sanskrit, or you could search by English, and it'll come up with the poses, and you could choose whatever it is. There's variations of Cobra there. I'll take the basic, click add to lesson plan, and that'll add it to the end of the lesson plan. So you could search by dragging and dropping on the left, and also by using that search icon, and you'll see there it is. There's the Cobra pose right there. So I'll just delete that. Just thought I'd quickly show you how that works. Yeah, so here's the lesson plan. So I'll show you the long version. Here, you'll see here I've got the root chakra icon there, and just put a description there. So how I did that is down the bottom there's something called extras. So these are all the funky extra stuff that we can do within the lesson plan. So all you did there is you can pick one of those, drag it into the lesson plan, and then you can make the edits. So once that's dragged in, I just, the extras are normally blank. All the other poses, everything else, all the poses and the relaxations and the mantras and mudras, they're all pre-filled. But these ones tend to be, the extras tend to be blank, and you can do what you want with them there. So here I've added the description there, which you'll see here. That's the description. The following poses open and activate the first chakra, which is the root. So it's just a little explanation of the of that. So I'll just read it out as it's a useful thing. So the following poses open and activate the first chakra, which is the root, and it's called Muladhara in Sanskrit. So then I just have the root chakra color is red, and then the root chakra location, have the location there, and then the symbolism. There's a lot of symbolism that you can go into. So these are all, the symbolism just gives you, these could be themes on their own. So, you know, themes, a theme within a theme. So here you could have, if you're doing a 10-week course or using the chakra as the main umbrella theme, then underneath that you could have 1 week you're doing maybe survival or financial independence or sense of belonging, whatever. Maybe your first week, if you're doing is root, obviously you can go starting at root and then go into sacral and solar and all that kind of stuff, and finishing up on crown chakra. So that would be a nice 6 or 10-week course that you can do. So what else have I got here? I've got like a mantra that you could do there. You could pick a little bit of the mantra or the full mantra, and then the affirmation. I am is the typical affirmation for a root chakra. And then the balancing, what do you do? So these poses that follow. So if I put up here, the following poses open and activate the first chakra. So these are kind of then the poses that are good for the root chakra. That we can go here, and they're kind of they work as a flow sequence, or how I tend to do my classes. I sort of maybe start off with yin, and I teach them the poses, and then we do the little flow after they've kind of learnt the poses. So everyone's different. So you might just do a little flow straight away, or you just teach them the poses there. And it's the same throughout. So here I've got the sacral chakra, same thing. Give an explanation there of all the overview of the whole thing, and poses going down for those specific poses. So I mean, it's a tricky one because obviously lots of like pigeon pose could activate, you know, probably good for several, maybe 3, 4, 5 of the chakras, or all of them. And so any pose that you do will work on pretty much all the chakras. There are some chakras that some poses that are, you know, geared up for opening specific chakras, really. So that's why I've picked those. You might go into, and this lesson plan will be shared, obviously, within the I go back here, within the planner. One of the 4,000 lesson plans now is this lesson plan. So you can now go in, search for chakra within the search lesson plans, and you'll get access to this plan. I'll also show you in the bonus section where I've got these plans already there with all the bonus handouts and stuff. So you get that as well when you enter the members area, the bonus section. I'll show you that in a second. So I've got about 15 minutes left. So we'll see how we're going. I'll just quickly give you an overview at the top. But again, it's the it's really that you got all the video tutorial. So if I open up that, really the main thing once you do come on board, it is a robust lesson planner. It's not like an app that you can get on a phone. It is it's designed for yoga teachers. It's got a lot in there. So you do need to watch go through the getting started tutorials. They're little mini tutorials. So when you first come in, the screen will be blank. Don't be tempted to rush in and create a lesson plan straight away. You'll click the getting started video there button. That'll open into another screen. And this is where I can show you all the bonuses. So here we've got 3 different planners. You'll click the one over here, the Yoga Genie planner. And this is it. So it's just a dashboard. You just got the 4 main getting started steps. So it has a little short video for the first step, how to actually create the lesson plan by clicking the create a lesson plan button. So you've got the video there, plus under the video, you just got a little short illustrated guide showing how to do everything. So it's all there, bite-sized information. I try not to make it too overwhelming. Same thing, obviously step 2, these are how to add the poses, which I've kind of covered just now. This will show you how the 2 options I've just talked to, dragging poses and using the search icon. And the print settings, again, a little video showing how you can change the print settings there, and an illustrated guide showing the settings. And step 4, how to now download the lesson plan. So if you've got a tablet, you can obviously take the tablet in. A bit small on a phone. I wouldn't recommend taking a phone into class, but if you've got a tablet, that's great. But I'm old school. I'll print it out as a PDF and take it into class. And then I do recommend going down here. These are all bite-sized as well, but these are all the features within the planner. So it just shows you how to add a pose, how to add your own poses, how to use the Ask Genie to create a lesson plan by clicking a button, how to copy a pose, all that kind of stuff here is right there. And one of the important ones there is the shared lesson plans. This shows you a little video there showing how to access the shared lesson plans. And then again, the very simple illustrated guide showing how to access those shared lesson plans. So yeah, that's really important. If you don't look through those, it gets a bit complicated. These are the bonus sections right here. So you get access to all these. And these are bonuses that I've been creating. It's taken me hundreds of hours to create these bonuses. Since 2010, I've been doing this. The Yoga Teacher Lesson Plan Kit and the planner, it's been around since 2010, and we've been fine-tuning and tweaking and adding to it since then. So here's the bonus. So you scroll down here, you can actually go to the top and you'll see you can go over here and you can click the bonuses section and it'll take you down to there. And here is the chakra themed bundle that we've just done here. You'll get access to these 2 lesson plans that I'm showing you up here, right in this section, and you'll get access to all the handouts that I created for the students here. So the handouts, I can quickly show you how downloading that. Actually, I will download it. So that'll come in here. I've got 10 minutes to go, and you'll just open that. That's got in there, and these. There you go. These show the handout. So you'll unzip it, double clicking on the zip file, that will unzip, and then you get all these handouts there. So just to give you some example, how this looks. So, all these useful handouts that you could use for yourself or give to your students. So yeah, I think really give you sort of some tips to do here. So one of the handouts, I've got a chakra dowsing idea. So my students really enjoy that. They make their own pendulum and they douse their chakras. It's really simple, and the students love it. So that's in the handouts. So you'll find that in the handout section. If I come back to come back into here, you'll find that in there. And yeah, what other tips? you can give you is, yeah, this is set up perfectly for a term. Most yoga teachers do either a 6 or a 10-week course. So this is perfect. You can just take this lesson plan, you can copy it, you can change things up a bit. Say there's some poses that you didn't agree with. Say you didn't think, mountain pose, that's not really a root, chakra type, activating and opening the root chakra. You could delete that and then find other ones that you might want to add to that. So you can tweak away, edit away this lesson plan within the planner as well, but you do get access to these finished ones within what I just showed you earlier. And yeah, chakra oils. So one workshop that I went to, the teacher got some lavender oil, and that was that was kind of represented the throat chakra, and she just rubbed a little bit on our sort of palms. On the wrists a little bit. She did ask us beforehand if anyone was allergic to essential oils. So if you're going to do something like that, you'll obviously need to pre-warn them. So yeah, just try to get a little bit, have a bit of fun. Getting a bit creative sometimes is fun, especially if you're doing a 6 or a 10 week. Over a 6-10 week period, adding a few like the chakra dowsing or something. Adds a bit of interest to the plan as well. So I think I might be that's pretty much good. I've done a few of these webinars before, and I've sort of gone for an hour, and that's just realised that's too long. So I'm trying to get this to half an hour, just to give you, just a whirlwind tour of the planner, see if you like the look and feel of it.